Students, today we will be learning lesson number 1, natural resources, air, water and land. Before the lesson, we will discuss the learning objectives of this lesson. What are the natural resources? The sphere of the earth, that is, you will be understanding what is the atmosphere, what is the hydrosphere, what is the lithosphere and what is the biosphere. Next, the layer of the atmosphere. Air as a natural resource and air pollution. In this air pollution, you will be learning about its causes, effects and preventive measures of air pollution. And at last, ozone layer. Let's begin with the lesson. Students, do you know that only Earth is the planet of our solar system that supports life? Well, the ideal distance of the Earth from Sun enables different line forms to coexist on the Earth. In order for these line forms to survive, they need some resources. These resources are called as natural resources. Now, we will learn more details of these natural resources. As we know that Earth is the only planet suitable for life in this universe. Life exists because of this interaction with the resources Earth provides. It creates balance between living and non-living and supports both of them. The three non-living resources are air, we breathe, water, we drink, land, we live. Without these three resources, we cannot exist. As we say that air, water and land are the factors important for sustaining the living world on the earth and for fulfilling their basic needs. They are called natural resources. Now we are doing one activity. Observe the picture given on page number 1 and answer the questions they asked. Where do we see the birds? We can see the birds in air. Where is the cow grazing? We can see the cow grazing on land. Where are the fish seen? The fishes are seen in the water. Where is the aeroplane? We can see the aeroplane in air. Where can you see the trees? The trees can be seen on the land. Where is the sailboat floating? The sailboat is floating on water. Let us understand the sphere of Earth. Everything on the Earth's surface is divided into the four main substances, that is land, water, living things and air. These four substances are called sphere. Specifically, they are lithosphere, that is solid earth land surface, hydrosphere, water, it includes all resources of water, biosphere, all living things, atmosphere, gases. Let us understand their four sphere in details. Now begin with lithosphere. The land we live on is lithosphere. The crust and the upper layer of the mantle together make up a zone of rigid, brittle rock called the lithosphere. It is made up of rocks and minerals. It is covered by thin layer of soil. It is an irregular surface with various landforms that you already learned in 5th standard. That is formation of land such as mountains, desert, plains, valleys, etc. Lithosphere plays an important role in our life. It provides us forest, grassland for grazing, land for agriculture and human settlement, that is for making houses, factories, dams, etc. It also includes various minerals which we are using in our day-to-day life. Next is hydrosphere. The hydrosphere is the total amount of water found on Earth. 71% of Earth is covered with the water. This water is found in different forms, that is ice, solid state, water, liquid state and water vapor, gaseous state. 97% of water is found ocean on Earth. Let us understand about atmosphere. Atmosphere is a layer or mixture of gases that surrounds the Earth. It is also known as outermost layer of the Earth. Atmosphere is divided in layer based on its temperature. Now, let us understand about fourth sphere of Earth, that is biosphere. It is a narrow zone of Earth where land, water, air interacts with each other to support life. This is a zone where life exists. All living organisms, including humans, are linked to each other at biosphere of their survival. Now we will begin study of natural resources in detail. First, air. Layers of atmosphere. Moving upward from ground level, these layers namely as troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere and exosphere. The detailed study of this layer already we have learned in 5th standard. Now we will learn why air is called as natural resource. The air contains nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, 6 inert gases, nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, water vapor and dust particles. Troposphere contain 18% of total amount of gas content. Stratosphere contains 19% of total amount of gas. Further, in the mesosphere and ionosphere, the proportion of the mass of gases goes on decreasing. Gases are not found in exosphere and beyond. The air around us is a mixture of gases, mainly nitrogen and oxygen. It also contains much smaller amount of water vapor, argon and carbon dioxide and very small amount of gases. Air also contains suspended dust particles, spores and bacteria. The amount of gases in the air is the highest near the surface and decrease as we go higher and higher. from the surface. So, air become rare at higher altitude. Students, do you know why mountaineers carry oxygen cylinder along with them? Because on higher altitude, the percentage of gases decreases. As a reason, even the oxygen percentage is very low. In order to get sufficient amount of oxygen to breathe, the mountaineers carry oxygen cylinder along with them. Do you know why the sources of oxygen are less at higher altitude? As mentioned earlier, the percentage of gases decreases. Hence, carbon dioxide is also less at higher altitude. The main source of oxygen are plants and trees, and plants and trees require carbon dioxide for their growth. Hence, these two examples shows that the percentage of gases at higher altitude decreases. Proportion of the various gases in the air. Through the diagram, it has clearly identified the proportion of various gases such as nitrogen 78%, oxygen 21%, argon 0.9%, other constituents of air 0.07%, carbon dioxide 0.03%. Now, let us discuss some uses of gases in our day-to-day life. First, nitrogen. It contains 78% of Earth's atmosphere, and also it has number of other uses. Since it is an inert gas, it can replace air and reduce better corrosion. It is also useful for production of ammonia, which is colorless gas with a strong odor. Ammonia directly used as a fertilizer. Nitrogen is also used to preserve freshness of the food. It helps in reducing spoilage of food. Uses of oxygen. Oxygen is used for respiration in living things. Respiration is the process that all living beings go through. Respiration is a process in which living beings inhale oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide. Oxygen does not burn directly, but it helps for burning. Carbon dioxide. It is a colorless, odorless gas that is stable at room temperature. Plants uses carbon dioxide during photosynthesis for food production. Carbon dioxide used in fire extinguisher. It is filled inside with extreme pressure. When it is spread out, it reduces the oxygen elements, and as it is very cold, it cools down the flames, thus helps in extinguishing the fire. Next is argon gas. It is produced from air as byproduct of the production of oxygen and nitrogen. It is used to prevent oxygen from corroding the hot filament in the bulb. That is, it creates an inert atmosphere between oxygen gas and hot filament in the bulb. Helium. It does not easily combine with any other element. Helium gas is used to fill in the scientific and party balloons. It is also used to fill in small airships. In olden time, airships were used to travel small distance. Helium is lighter than air, hence it is used to float the airship in the air. Neon. It is used in decorative lights. Nowadays, it is also used in street lighting. Krypton. It is colorless, odorless, tasteless, noble gas. Krypton gas is used to make lights for photography. It is also used to make tube lights. Xenon is used to make high-speed flashlight used in photography. Students, observe the picture given and try to understand similarities in the three pictures given below. You can see smoke in these all pictures. There is large scale emission of smoke through different agencies. This smoke directly mixes with the atmosphere, disturbing the balance between the constituents of air, hence causing air pollution. Now, let us understand more about air pollution. First, we will define what is air pollution. Air pollution can be defined presence of harmful chemicals or pollutants in the air as goes above the health risk. Air pollution can also define as the presence of chemical or pollutants in the air which are usually not present and which lower the quality of air or tending to cause harm to the quality of life, such as damaging of the ozone layer and causing global warming. Air pollution is the most serious environmental problem challenging our civilization today. It is caused by human activities such as mining, construction, transportation, industrial work, agriculture, etc. Fossil fuels are the major causes of air pollutant in the air. Fossil fuel is new term for you. Let me explain. Fossil fuel is a general term of buried deposits of organic material formed from decayed plants and animals that can be converted into coal, oil, natural gas by exposure to heat and pressure to the earth crust. Using large excessive amount of fossil fuel causes air pollution. When fossil fuel are burnt, they release nitrogen dioxide into the atmosphere. The release of these oxides in air causes acid rain. Effects and preventive measures of air pollution is not there in your syllabus, but only for your knowledge we will discuss it. Effects of air pollution. It creates severe respiratory and heart problems, also causes cancer. It also disturbs ecosystem and environment, causing global warming. Increased temperature worldwide increase the sea level as melting ice from colder region. Acid rain. Harmful gases like sulfur oxide and nitrogen oxides are released into the atmosphere. during the burning of fossil fuel. When it rains, water droplets combine with these air pollutants. They become acidic and they falls in the ground, form of acid rain. It causes great damage to human, animals and crops as well. Next is eutrophication. A large amount of ammonia is present in seawater, turns into a algae, which is harmful to the aquatic animals. Next is effect on wildlife. As like human, animals also face damaging effects of air pollution. It forces animals to change their place as to change their habit. Depletion of ozone layer. Ozone layer is present in Earth's stratosphere. It is useful to protect UV rays coming from sun. Let us understand the preventive measures of air pollution. Use public mode of transportation. It used to reduce number of vehicles and gas released from vehicles. Conserve energy. Understand the concept of reduce, reuse and recycle. Recycling the waste also saves the reduce pollution. Emphasis on clean energy resources. Clean energy like solar energy, wind energy, geothermal are high demand on state. Using energy efficient devices. These are designed to utilize minimum energy to complete a task. This appliance reduce electricity bill. It avoid carbon dioxide and other pollution. Now let us understand something about ozone layer. It present in the lower part of stratosphere. It absorbs most sun's ultraviolet rays. The ozone layer absorbs 97 to 99% of sun's harmful rays and does not allow to reach Earth's surface. Ozone layer is get depleted by chemicals released by air conditioners or industries released chlorofluorocarbons. Increase the ultraviolet rays due to ozone depletion has threatened life on Earth, including increased skin cancer in humans. The United Nations General Assembly has designated September 16 as an International Day for the preservation of ozone layer. We can say as Ozone Protection Day. Metropolitan cities. In metropolitan cities, we can find board which display the amount of pollution in that area. These boards are placed on roads where we have heavy traffic. On this board, it shows the proportion of the various constituents of the air in that location. Let us revise what we have learned. The elements available in nature which fulfill the basic needs of using things are called natural resources. Air, water and land are important natural resources. Air is a mixture of gases. Air becomes rare at higher altitudes. Air pollution is increasing day by day due to the harmful gases given out through combustion of fuels. Ozone layer is the protective shell of the Earth.